Chelsea fans out there, you can finally breathe. Mauricio Pochettino will be announced within the next 48 hours. The news had come out a few hours before the final game of the season, Chelsea against Newcastle, of course. And yes, this channel here will be covering all the latest news around the top 6 clubs, including Newcastle, actually, 7. So 7. Newcastle, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City. We'll be covering it all on here. But today's video is based on Poch to Chelsea. Next 48 hours, we'll be talking about him coming into the club. There's going to be a lot of outgoings which we need to get into as well. So make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe and hit the notification. We're very close to 100 subscribers. But as I said, the transfer season will be opening for all the clubs. I'll be reporting for the first time on all clubs. I'm very, very keen and motivated to see what we can see this season. It's going to be a massive one. All clubs will be improving. But today's video is on Poch. We knew 2 weeks ago that he verbally agreed that the documents were done. But Chelsea will take him very, very long to announce. And we know how Chelsea do this. They take ages. You think it's now. Then we made up the term 24, 48, 72 hours FC. But it actually ended up being 2 weeks. So we're expecting it to be within the next 48 hours. He starts his work next week. He'll be coming in for a 3-year deal, I believe. Contract until 2026. And it's been a while. We've been waiting, basically. So, yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about Poch to Chelsea. Where you guys thinking? Obviously, over at my main channel, Worldwide Chelsea, I was talking about Poch maybe getting us the Premier League title. Now, a lot of you guys will probably laugh at it. I get it. But the last time we didn't have Champions League, we come in with Conte, we won the league, 1 game a week. I think it will benefit us if we get the right players in and we sell, the 10 to 12 players. Anything in football can happen. Of course, Man City are on top form, but I think if they win the treble, I think mentally, I get it, Pep will want to win it the 4th time, the Premier League, of course, but maybe they won't be as hungry as much. Teams, it's very difficult to go on and on and on. Like we've seen it with Ferguson's United, we've seen it with Pep's City. Can they do it again and again? That is the question. And I think Chelsea can go on like Arsenal next season. I know it sounds a bit deluded, but trust me, this season has ended. It's a one-off. Okay, it's not going to happen again. I'll be very surprised if I see Poch in 10th place in November. Hopefully this video does not bite me. But yeah, he'll be Chelsea manager. We're expecting 5 homegrown players to be leaving, people. Mason Mount, where is he going? Chelsea wants 70 million. We're hearing there'll be one more talk between the 2 parties of Mason Mount's team and Chelsea to see whether an agreement can be done. Chelsea initially offered a 7-year deal. Mason Mount wasn't happy with the length or with the money, because there's a lot of players out there that are getting a lot more money that don't really deserve it. So I see his point. And also he would want to try to get a bigger contract towards the 5th, 6th year as a final big contract. So I kind of see where that's coming from. So Chelsea offered a 1-year deal to try and buy time between the 2 parties. But Mason Mount, it seems like he wants to leave. He wants to go. We're hearing Arsenal, we're hearing United, we're hearing Liverpool, we're hearing Newcastle, we're hearing Bayern Munich, we're hearing all these clubs want this player as well. So Poch most likely won't be keeping the player. So I want to thank Mason Mount if it's his last game, as a Chelsea player for the Champions League, for the top 4 race in 2020. He played a huge part in this season. So I know this season has been shocking for everyone, and he hasn't really stepped up as well himself. He's had injuries. So I wish him the very best. I don't wish him no bad luck. So it's a shame if he goes to another rival club, which is what I'll be reporting for, SidTV, of course. Whether it's Liverpool, Arsenal, United look very, very close. What does it mean for United? I'll be, dissecting where I think he can fit in that football team. Obviously Ten Hag will be looking to improve that as well. So we're hearing it's Trevor Chalobah, Conor Gallagher, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi and Mason Mount, the 5 players that could be leaving Chelsea. This is from TalkSport, of course, where we can generate the most amount of revenue. A lot of articles have been coming out saying that we need to make sure that Chelsea sell and sell and sell because of FFP problems. We've got no Champions League this season, which affects the revenue as well. So we're losing out quite a lot of potential revenue that we are used to seeing over the last couple of years. So this is why sales right now are very, very important to get done. So Hudson-Odoi, I don't know how much we can get for these players, but Conor Gallagher, we've been offered 40-50 million in the last 2 years. I don't know if we'll get that much money, but I'll be happy to see like 30-35 million. Mason Mount, if we can get over 50 million on a 1-year deal, people, it's a very, very good deal. It would be such a shame to see him go to another rival club. I don't think Bayern Munich will spend anything like that, but Poch has to get rid of certain more players, people. Aspi, he's got his banner up today for the Newcastle game, rightly so. He's been a legend for the club. He shouldn't have been here. He didn't want to be here this season. and he doesn't deserve all the stick that he's been getting, even including from myself on my original channel, where it's just frustrating seeing him play because it's just not that same guy, and it's not his fault. Age gets to you, and sometimes as he wants to go to a slower league, Barcelona, La Liga, he wants to chill there, he wants to be like Marcos Alonso, they can be best friends again. And I get it, so hopefully we give him the right send-off as well. Him, Mason Mount. We're hearing Kovacic wants to leave, we're hearing Havertz wants to leave, we're hearing all these players want to leave. If they wanted to leave, we've got players coming in. And, the youngsters like Carney and Lewis Hall, I'm a massive, massive fan of these players, okay. Carney, I think, deserved a lot more game time under Frank Lampard. Didn't get it. Yes, he got it recently, and he looked very, very sharp. And Frank Lampard also pointed out his game against Manchester United as well. So, fair play to Frank Lampard for that. It is his final game as Chelsea manager. I hope he never touches the job again as a fan. But looking at a neutral perspective, clubs have been laughing at us, people, rivals have been laughing at us. It hasn't been good enough. So Poch has a lot to do to turn this around. We'll be dissecting into his game plan, his transfers in and out on this channel, as well as I keep saying, other clubs, because I want this channel to be for all fans, not just Chelsea fans. Obviously, if Chelsea fans enjoy watching other clubs, what they're doing, and we can compare, that's brilliant as well. But I want to make sure that we see Liverpool fans on here, Arsenal fans on here, Tottenham, Man City fans if they have any. We want to see all of this happen on SidTV. So make sure you guys keep tuning in, like the video as it helps the channel, subscribe and hit the notification. Very close to 100 subscribers. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I don't want to spam it to all Chelsea fans, which is why I've not been pushing it. I want it to be natural. The views have been decent as well, over 200 to 300, some even 500, some of them, for general videos that I've not done before in other clubs. So I'm very, very happy with what I've seen. Obviously, there's going to be massive improvement during the summer, just focusing on these transfers, of course, ins and outs, before we talk about the new season for all these clubs. Also, we've got Emirates FA Cup final, which we'll probably be covering as a review. Man City, Man United. Can United stop them doing from the treble? We shall see very, very soon. So, guys, let me know what you think about this Chelsea move. Pochettino to Chelsea. He'll be Chelsea manager in the next 48 hours. It's been taking a long time, but it's finally going to happen. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. As a Rayo fan, if you're watching this, what do you think of Poch as well? Let me know. And also, players that you think will leave. Obviously, we've spoken about the 5 homegrown players that are most likely to leave, that Chelsea are looking to sell, according to TalkSport. Let me know what you think, and what other players you think will leave. I've spoken about Havertz, I've spoken about Kovacic, Aspi could be leaving. There has to be a question about Cucurella and also Koulibaly. I spoke about Lewis Hall in my tweets recently. He's very confident on the ball in tight spaces. When he's pressured, he can dribble and he can take it on. And I see his game more stronger there than Cucurella and Ben Chilwell, in my opinion. I think when players come at him on the left side, he's able to turn, he's able to cut in, he's able to do all of that. Obviously, defensively isn't good enough, but he's still young. He can learn. I've been very critical of his game defensively, but he will improve for sure. So Lewis Hall, Carney, all these guys, they have massive, massive futures at Chelsea Football Club. We know Poch is looking to bring these guys into the first team. No more loans from what the reports that we're reading, people. So let's see what happens in reality. So guys, as I said, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification, and I'll see you guys very soon. Last game of the season, whatever team you support, enjoy it. And Luton Football Club, people, I am so, so happy to see them in the Premier League. I'm definitely going to that away game. So yeah, I'm out, people. SidTV. Peace.